Ready? 407 years ago, the car was invented. And along with the car came the brakes. So tonight, I am modifying my brakes to be the best there ever was by painting them red. So tonight, I got half of my calipers laid out here on the ground. They are dry, they're clean, they're scrubbed with sandpaper, soap water, trying to make them a little bit shiny. This one, it was getting a little dark, so that one's not as shiny as the others, but they're all clean, and if there's any dirt, I should say, it's very minuscule and probably in cracks, like in these holes, like inside them. So there's a little bit in that one, a little bit in that one. But bolts will be going through those, so I'm not too worried about that. Plus, I'm focusing on the main face, the top, and the sides. Not really in here or in the insides, because this is the outside part. This is the top part. I cannot get these out, but do not paint these. I got them out of this one, of the others, and there's grease down these, so you do not want to get paint down these. So if you paint the backside, put tape or plastic or something over them. But I'm just going to paint the front face, so no paint will ever touch that hole on mine. But I lay down plastic, which is a good thing to do. Wear a mask. I do not have a mask, so we're going to become little bandits for the night. But we're just going to lay thin coats and probably 2-3 coats on this. And I got high heat red caliper paint, since I decided I'm going to go with red and black as the theme on my car. So we're going to keep with red to make sure that these shine out. I'm also going to paint my rims tonight, but right now I've washed them. I have to sand them down. They got a little bit of curb rash from the previous owners. I got those new rims on my car, but we're taking off the new rims. We're going to put on the old rims. I think the old rims can handle the speed better. So I do like to unleash it in Mexico when I'm chased by the cartel through the back roads, because my girlfriend's Mexican. They want to kidnap her. But I'm going to put the old ones back on to see how they handle the power. And I think they'll balance out a little bit better than the ones I have on there. The ones I have on there I bought for a show more like. And I didn't really buy them for racing. So I want to put back on the other ones and see if it handles better at higher speed. And from there I can order a third set of rims for my car that will handle the speed, look nice, and I can take it to car shows. Probably a reddish, like really, I want a glow in the dark red rim, but I need to find somebody to make them or somebody to paint them. But I want to like have a skull on it or something. So and during the day it's like really cool, but at night like the skull glows red. So I'll see if I can find somebody to do that on my next set of rims. Not these, but for now I'm gonna have my show rims, which I'm just gonna put up in storage. Probably respray paint them too, but I'm gonna try to keep the matte black on them and put a glossy coat on them to avoid scratches and to keep them good. The ones I'm doing tonight, they're gonna go black with some red splatter on them, which hopefully looks cool. I was looking for glow in the dark red, which I might add later since it dries clear. I could put it on later on the top over the clear coat. And if I don't like it, I think if I apply it towards nighttime, I can like turn off the light, see if I like it or not. And then I could wipe it off before it fully dries. And since the other coats will be dried, I don't think it should affect it any. If I do like it, I can leave it on. But for tonight, we're going to paint these calipers. We're going to paint the wheels. And we're going to put new brakes on my car too, because I got no brake pads left. So I'm going to mix up a can of spray paint with magic, called editing, which you'll handle, right? Yes or no? I'm not going to do it unless you're going to do the magic.
No.
This one works fast. So this should be good. And We're gonna stand back a little bit. It does fall,
I got
so
strong.
anything that goes in the air will fall down. And I got food in the back and my MacBook in here because we're gonna watch movies while we work tonight. And I got a lot of snacks, so ninja up. And you're gonna start off and bring it onto your caliper because you don't want to start on it. It'll leave splotches or it won't be thick enough. So we're gonna start off there. And we don't want to go too thick. And that's going to be enough. We might add a second coat. But I think I covered everything. I put my knuckle on it. But see, I didn't really worry about the bottom. This is going to be hidden. This is the only side that's really going to show, which I might second coat right there on the edges. But that's one. We're going to do the other three. With magic, of course. Because who wants to watch you do three? And we're going to flip these over in a bit and get the other side of the back of this top brace. Or, unless it's a little bit around there, I think it's a little bit curved around the edges. If it's not covered enough, I'll flip and get it. And that should do it for these. And I'll let this dry for a couple hours and then we'll come back and check on them. And I'm going to go outside and I'm going to do the outside ones, which I'm not going to show because it's dark, but I'm painting the tops and I'm painting the front. I'm not painting the back and I'm not painting where the insides, where the, know what it's called. That's, okay, but I know what, pistons. Let's just go with pistons. I think that's what they're called. The pistons that push on the back of your brakes to squeeze them together. Don't paint that. But I'm painting the top, covering the piston, painting the top, painting the front, and painting the side. But I'm not going to paint the side, and I'm not going to paint anywhere near the piston because I don't want that to clog up or anything to go wrong there.
Good.
Alright, so I got everything painted on these calipers. I got a little bit of paint back here on the piston, which I didn't want to do, which I said probably isn't a good thing, but I did, and it doesn't look too bad, so I think I'm going to just go with it. And you can see I got full coverage on that. I got a little bit of a blemish right there. I think I didn't clean it good enough. In that little spot right there. Just going to wipe a little bit. If I have to, I can always scrub it later and repaint. But it looks right there. Like that's the only problem I have. And this is the only one that has it. Just right in this area. But like I said, I'll repaint it later if it gives me any problems. But for now, we're going to go ahead and reassemble it. Which, I do not like this part because it's not the fun part. The fun part's tearing it apart. Now we're just going to set this down. we'll just drop one screw through there. And this just tightens right back up to it. I think, yeah, it's bigger than that. Let me go grab the actual sums. Nope. And I thought it was going to be that way. Alright, there we go. And I put all my bolts in my old caliper while I did all this. That way I wouldn't lose anything. I mean my old rotor, not my old caliper. Alright, one side in. I'm not tying these down all the way, this is going to go back on. And then open up so we can install new brake pads. So we got 2 on. And we'll just pick it up and set it on here. Or actually, yeah, go ahead and set it on here. And see, now you can see that there's one little spot right there too. I'll probably have to repaint them or take a little touch-up brush to them after a couple days and just fix what's wrong. Semi-tight. We'll tighten these up once we finish. And I'll definitely have to bring a paintbrush and kind of touch up these spots. Definitely need to go get a car wash. I'm getting a little too late to wash it myself. I still gotta do the other tires. So I might just end up washing it. Now we're gonna take out the top screw and open up the caliper because now we want to install the brakes. But we're going to want to tighten this bottom one down just a tad more. And there we go. It'll still rotate and everything, but we just want it a tad tighter. There we go. And that'll kind of hold it where we need it. And here's our new brakes. That way. Here we go. That's one clip. I wish they put one air screw on the other side so it holds the rotors a little bit better. This rotor halfway looks like it's turning a little bit right here on the top edge. I know the brake will kind of stop that, but like I said, there's just maybe one more screw right there. It'd kind of hold the rotor a little bit more even and a little bit tighter. Alright, but for now, let's just get these brakes on. Let me see if I can find it right now. What happened to the old one? Oh, there it is. This is what the one I pulled off looked like, so that's why I needed to put new brakes on. That one looked horrible. They've been on there for about 40,000 miles. They do not get used lightly, so they did their job, I'll put it that way. Alright, so these are out. We take our ointment or our silicone lubricant. A lot of guys know what this is used for when you don't put it on your car. Right, babe? What do I use lube for when I don't use it on my car?
Shut up.
I use it for my hands, right? I gotta always lube up before I do paperwork. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Right, I do paperwork with lube. I wash my hair with this stuff. I'm a man. My hair falls out by the age of 20. What if? Would you be mad if I lost all my hair by the age of 25? Look like some bald person. Because I would be a bald person. And right in there. Up against the rotor. And then the other side, lube it up too. One side is never enough protection. They should put more lube in this thing. Oh my gosh. It's taking forever to get any out. And this to keep stuff from sticking to it when you're taking it back off. Or the side that has the what they're called, but I'll say I don't for a minute. And I'll tell you what I think of it. The pistons. Ah, there we go. The piston. It'll stick to the pistons. But these little metal brackets are such a pain sometimes. and like the other side, tap the rubber with it. Let's see if it'll close. Let's come this way a little bit. Let's loosen the screw just a tad. Alright, there we go. And let's see if this one will close. I might have to put the top screw in and close it from the bottom. Because a couple of these don't like moving over. See how it's having to be forced? That's what I was talking about, how they don't like being moved. They should move, which might mean I need new calipers, but or I need to take them to a place and have them pulled out and new ones installed that are greased up right. I'm gonna loosen it up and try to pull it just a little bit. Nope. Plus on top of that, I forgot to get my piston pusher so I can push these brakes back in. So one sec. Alright, so I'm back with the pusher. And so we'll use a brake pad. We're just going to spin this. This is a fun thing to play with when you're bored. Oh yeah. We'll fit an old pad up in there. I'm gonna try to get towards the middle. But since we just painted these, trying to keep it off the painted portion. And now we just twist and compress the piston where we need it to be. Which I like trying to go all the way with them. And the bottom one is compressed now, which means now we have to do the top, which means we pull it out. Spin it down a couple times. And put the brake pad back in. If only they realized that they should put it on both sides. I think they meant for you to do it like this. I like using the brake pad, but we'll show how it does with just this push real quick. So you can just do it like this, but I like the brake pad since it spreads it a little bit more. And like I said, I compressed it all the way for the fact that with it compressed all the way, I can do this job a little bit more easy. And once these are on, like I said, I'll come back with a paintbrush. There's a couple spots that I need to touch up with paint. But this should slide on now. And yeah, that might have been the problem before. Pulleys weren't over far enough, so it wasn't allowing it to fully slide on. And this is tight, but on we go. And I'm gonna loosen this screw up just a tad more. So car stuff is horrible because you get the cut. And this is just pulling a belt off. I'm the finest ratchets here in the world. Ratchet! I won! Forget Jim. I'm a prostate exam over here. One finger. Wonder if that's how men really feel. This slipped off. Now tying down the rest of it. I wonder what the craziest thing is somebody would do for $1 million. She turns from a car show into the craziest things people would do for $1 million. For example, I just went the wrong direction. Somebody should give me $1 million for being stupid. And then the redneck pound. I held in the screen. And that's how we tighten down our screws on the car. And that's on. One done. And touch up to go. Alright, now the same thing to the other 4. But luckily the other 4 move. Unlike this one. The other 4 come in and out. And look. Since the other 4 come in and out, the other 3, I got a grease gun, which will shoot grease onto these. Oh, look. I got dirt in there. Oh my gosh. But anyhow, I'm going to put grease in these and slide back in. See? Let me show people how they should be done, first off, before we do a fast forward. Grease gun. Grease. Lube it up. And just like everything else, when there's lube on it, you always go in and out a couple times to make sure it's all the way in the holes. And just like that, and they'll never stick. Unlike the front ones, which are stuck. This is also good for extracurricular things. It's an all-around lube, which make it perfect for holes. You lubed up yet, bro? I got that extracurricular lube. I use it for my car and my truck. My junk cars, babe. You know what I mean. Alright, and now time to fast forward to the rest being done. You can
Go. Yeah.
Hey everyone, so I broke in the new brakes. I tightened the shocks down, so I took it from like medium to full hard now on the dampening. I think is what it's called. And so now it's riding a little bit stiffer. I did that due to the fact that I realized the front was rubbing a little bit. I think that's when I hit bumps. It's coming down. that, and I didn't cross 47 miles per hour. Well, let's say 50. I didn't go over 50 miles per hour with all that. Oh, and see that's on because the car's illegal. Illegal car, hazardous lights. But yeah, I actually won't say what's wrong with the car, but something is off with the car that kind of does make it halfway illegal. But the cops have pulled me over so far. I've not said anything about it, so I'm okay with that. But thanks for watching this video. I'm gonna end this one and pick up where I left off in the next one and finish those rims, and hopefully they look really dope by the time I finish. Not dope as I'm a drug dealer. I'm not a drug dealer. Please don't call the cops. Their number is not 911. It is 972 go. I'm not a drug dealer. I was gonna say something else, but that's kind of mean and harsh. I'd never do that. I'm such a loving person. But thanks for watching. I'm better than Whistling Diesel.